Hey love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. Glad you stopped by. And to my returning subs, my grown extended beautiful family, thank you so much for the love and support. It is truly appreciated. If you like the videos or you see something that you resonate with or gave you good insight that really, broaden your perspective, please give a thumbs up, like, share, even subscribe. It will greatly be appreciated. And sending all love, light lessons, light lessons, love vibes, I'm going to say. Also, I don't know why I said life lessons. Jesus. I'm sending all uplift towards anybody who's really, life ain't agreeing with them yet. Or there's silent battles you are not speaking on that you are really trying to overcome. I send so much love and peace and strength towards your way. Anybody who's sending anything with a nefarious vibe, it was sent by God, I return the sender. I'm not consuming or embodying that. So send that back and send so much healing your way. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101 Heyokas, standing in your peace while you're in the midst of chaos. Oh shit. I was like standing in the midst of chaos. I was like trying to figure out, y'all know if you've been seeing, you've been watching me, I always write, my different stuff down that I want to talk about and just freestyle from it. It'll be so many different things you're going through right now. It's just like I said in the other video, you're being called pull back. This is your time to really gain perspective of your life, of what you are truly needing right now. These are the different things where you may be needing to rest or rejuvenate. You're seeing your spirit totems where it's telling you, hey, pay attention. You're having subliminals. It's coming out. It comes out in many signs through, different things you see on social media, symbols that only you would know what they are. Because if somebody else sees it, they're like, oh, it's a bird. Oh, okay. But they'll be just like, oh gosh, that's the eagle. The eagle is, is telling me this. Or I seen an owl, and the owl is talking about there's knowledge that you have not embarked yet. Or, what is it? Cardinals. It's a grandparent, mostly on the male side, or a father. Or you see a blue jay, this could be your grandmother or your mother that passed away. You're seeing these different things, things are unfolding in different ways where you're learning, or you're having a deeper perspective of where your purpose might lie at. A lot of times we're going through stuff and we really don't know which way to go, and you're getting these different signs and messages. You're doing a great job, even when it feels like you're not doing really anything. With you trying to heal, or you're trying to rewire your whole mindset. Baby, that takes a lot. I mean, that's gangster. Okay, that is straight gangster. That may be, it may not look much to anybody else, but when you tell somebody, remind me of the screenshot I said yesterday, I was thinking to myself, and then the next thing I seen it. It takes a lot of strength, a lot of bravery, a lot of courage for you to see the different things that really made you tick, and I mean in a negative way, or if it's something that that triggered you. You're facing your fears where these certain situations no longer hold effect for you, and then it'll be just like you don't even notice it, because half the time you could have been in a thing where you're in a vibe where you always constantly taking things personal. You had to be on that vibe. It's like, not take everything's personal. Anything that comes towards you and it's not from love or from oneness or from peace, things are hitting the fan. Like you just having past life memories, or you're finding different things that really impacted you in your life, that really, one thought of that, or you're watching something on TV. I've been, it's like, usually if you've been with me for a while, y'all always hear me say, I watch the crime shows. I'll watch Annie Elise. I watch Kendra, I forgot what her last name is. I forgot her name. It was like Kendra Ray. I think that's what her name is. Or my girl, Kimberly. I'll be watching them, and I haven't watched them lately, as I've been trying to watch, because it's beautiful that you're allowing that person's legacy to never be forgotten, because there's a lot of different things that you hear, and it's like, you're right now, you're really sensitive, because there could be different things that you see that's very happy, even when it doesn't have anything to do with you, and you're seeing something and you get so emotional, you're going through all these different changes, you're going through irritation, you're going through, what the You know, it's like WTF, OMG. You know, you're going through different things, or you're going through, you know, pain that you thought you had overcome, you have healed. And a lot of times it's like, why does this keep coming up? Because it's trying to tell you you're still holding a piece of that. It still has residue. You know, you're pushing everything out so you can make room for what you truly need into your life. And where we're doing that, you are that one that's going to stay solid in peace, where it just keeps reminding you you're protected. You know, nothing's going, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. You know, stay focused. There will be different things. You know, it's just like, you know, God asking the universe, telling you, how am I going to stay focused when I got all this and this and this and that going on around me? And it's just like, you have to see that and you're like, oh, okay. You know, stay focused. Because it's just like, if God was to put like, he's putting a seed of blessings, abundant prosperity, anything that's going to magnify your life, it's going to have some kind of ripple effect to it. It's going to have a thing where you're like, where am I having this thought from? I don't have this, I don't have that. How is it going to put that in my, you know, how is this going to put it in my life? And it'll be just like, you're not supposed to worry about that. But the fact is, if he gave you that vision, there's a lot of people that are not going to understand your path. And it's not meant to. It's for you to do. And there'll be sometimes we're on our path and really don't understand why we have to do this, why we have to do that. But if you're doing your best, God and the spiritual guides and your spiritual enforcement is doing the rest. You know, you're cleansing yourself. You know, it'll be at times where you're just very drained. You don't want to even do anything. It'll be at times where I gotta go to the bathroom and gotta pee. You know, and that is too much of a job. You know, and you're just purging so much stuff out, and it's telling you to draw back. Karma is taking place, and it's not, you know, it'll be different things where you're trying to step in and help somebody, and it'll be at certain things, especially if it's becoming repetitive. It became a habit of what you were doing, or when it comes to somebody else or something, like, okay, you got to pull back, because these are different lessons you're learning from yourself in your surroundings, as well as other people in your surroundings. You know, there's karmic cycles and stuff that's going on where it really wants you to take a deeper look on what you're going through, the deeper look of what these lessons are really trying to show you. Is like, get rid of the pain of the memory, or allow yourself to be at peace because of the past, of the pain that embarked in your life, whether it was intentional or unintentional. These are the different things that it's kind of like it felt like a catch-22. It's like you're not your past circumstances, but at the same time, if you did not go through these different things, you really wouldn't know where your path lies at, where you lie at. You know, what am I doing? Am I doing the right things? You know, different things is going to, you know, you're on where you're creating a passion for yourself, but you had to be around chaotic people, chaotic situations, you know, all these different things, to where it's like, how am I supposed to stay in my peace? It takes a lot of energy to do that. You know, it be times where I had to be able to tell myself, you know how when you focus on the wrong thing, and it just created so much havoc in your life. Now just think about you putting that same energy, that same initiative on doing something positive to heal from it, to let go from it, to allow yourself to show the appreciation. And you had to be able to turn your words. You know, you're in your, you know, spiritual love language, where at least that's what you're trying to do. If you're in that vibe where, you know, I'm at that vibe where I'm not going to allow anything to disturb my peace. It'll be certain things that's just taking place in my life, and I have to understand these are the different situations you're going through. These are the different things that's going to take place into your life. You know, if you want to be the best version of yourself, it's not going to be a walk in the park. You know, people is like, it's supposed to feel good if it's from God. No, it's not going to always feel good when it's coming from God, because there's a lot of different things. He will be cruel to be kind to you. You know, he had to be able to see, it could be people that you really loved, you know, and you held tight grip to that. And next thing you know, you start getting disappointments from these people. You got hurt by these people, you know, all of a sudden people just switched up on you, and you had to be able to see that. Or you got new people coming into your life, and you know, you may be that type of person that had so many hateful situations in your life, or where I kept it real and this triggered somebody. If I said no, this triggered somebody. Well, I'm starting to hold up boundaries where no, this is overstepping what I want to do. You know, you're going through those things, and it's just like, you know, when we look at it, we always got to look at it from a fresh pair of eyes. You're taking the rose-colored glasses off. Where if I wanted to grow, I had to go through some serious war zones, you know, for me to really heal the way I heal. You know, it would be a lot of time we're walking damage. We walking damage. There's a lot of people, and I say anybody who ain't went through some stuff like that, God bless you. And I only find like a handful, like Roslynn, I had a good upbringing, had supportive parents, and I'm going to get my doctorate and all that stuff. I'm like, damn, God bless you. And it's just like, and they turned my life over here to see what a Heyoka was. And I said, you had the best life of them all. A lot of us didn't go through that. If I did, I ain't hear too many of them that went like that. There's a Heyoka, but God bless you. God got a special spot for you. It'd be one of those situations where it's telling you, peace, be still. It just reminded, I think it's like, let me quote. What was it, Judas? I don't know if it was Judas. I can't remember the man's name in the Bible, but it was just a whole point where that man was like, God sat him right there in that lion's den. Right there in that lion's den, and he tell you they will not bite you. And I'm like, yeah, you show so much comfort for way up there, and I'm looking like a whole snack to these daggone things, and they ain't. They're slobbering at the mouth. You dealing with Scar and Mufasa and all them. You like, where's Simba and Timon and Pumbaa right when I need them? I need a Hakuna Matata. It'll be one of those different type of situations that you're going through. And there'll be different times where you feel like you ain't gonna make it. There'll be different times where you are just ready to give up. But this is at that point in time in your life where sometimes you gotta, you be your own drill sergeant. Like, no, you got a lot to lose. You are not giving up an option. We're gonna show you. There'll be different times you going through different things. People be fussing and cussing and doing all this. As long as they ain't pew pew or they ain't doing none of that, you gotta just keep walking and act like you don't hear that. Or you see different things where it's like right now where I forgot when I was reading up on it, where a lot of your fears is coming up, like a lot of things that you may have hold on through to. It'll be different things like, damn, I forgot all about that. Why are you bringing up old stuff? Because you're still holding on to it. This is how you stay in your peace. These different things that you went through, even when it rocked your world in the most drastic, traumatic way, this had brought some kind of lesson to you. It's like your generation, all of them went through some stuff. There are certain things, to be keep it in the closet, be quiet, all those other different things you never know. And it's just like when they nominated you for that, it's like this person or these people are going to impact the world in a lot of ways. You're showing through your experience of life changes, showing how, there'll be different people may come up. You never know. You could be a motivational speaker. I've been going through this, I lost my family, I lost my house, my husband died, my wife died, all these different things, and you don't see how you're going to make it. It'd be just with you, it could have been like your whole family was gone. And you had to be able to understand, how am I going to make it without that? You did, people, even when it hurts, when you had people that you love so much that pass away, they took an oath, hey, I love them, I want to protect them. You got all these ancestors and spirit guides, may think about something and it'll make you laugh, and then a cry will come up, or a certain saying will come up that you knew there was somebody very special in your life that had that, or you have a memory of the people that you're missing, and that's showing you so much that they're there. I know you're going through something right now. You're going through things that even we couldn't do. We have, just like when they know they assigned you to this, to make the impossible possible with you. Because it's like everybody set for example. Either you representing or you representing. And you're seeing that. It'll be seeing that. It was just like all these different things is going on. I've been trying to stay away from social media and all that stuff, because it's like with Sonya Massey and stuff like that, I got tired of hearing it. And it's not like in a negative way, but it's just that situation just didn't make sense to me. But a lot of times, things that's done in this world, they really can impact somebody in a drastic way. You don't know how movement comes in. It sucks where a person has to actually pass over for that to be an example, when stuff like that shouldn't even happen if we were in our right mind now. And I really feel that way. It would be sometime I take it real personal when I see stuff like that. Well, anybody would, when you see that was something that just wasn't mapping. It's like it ain't adding up. I don't see the reason, and I watch a lot of, of those cop, body cams and stuff like that, and I just really didn't see it. But then you're seeing another one where there was a KKK member got beat up, and it just so happened a person of a minority was there protecting him. You know, there'll be a lot of folks like, you don't like us, you know, because our skin and everything, they're going to think playing get out and all that mess. No, I'm not going to help you. But it took that one person, you know, and that's how I start trying to see different stuff. You know, the devil is real all the time because you see all the hatred in the world. You see the wars that's going on. People, you know, taking their kids out, or kids, you know, taking their parents out. And you really trying to understand. People, 12-year-olds are taking their daggone family members out over an iPhone. And just be looking at all these different things in the world. And I said it the other day, you know, it got me really emotional because it's like you hate being here. You just want to be all, you know, I be even having my conversation with God. Why would we take all the people that cause havoc on people's lives on purpose and intense pain? Why won't we go ahead and give them a planet? They can go ahead and jack each other up all the time. And then you can take the judges over there and the police over there. It'll give them something to do. Because if they here, we ain't got no crimes, you ain't got no judicial issues that's going on, you ain't gonna have a job here. So we're gonna take you all the way over there to where you can still get paid. And we be over here, it'll be boring, but at least you won't have to worry about, you know, different things that's taking place that is just truly ridiculous. So we're seeing that, you know, it remind me of how, you know, your elders used to say, you living in your last day. And that mess used to scare the mess out of me. When I used to hear my aunts and they were like, is today it? Is it today the last day? I'm like, girl, stop asking that. What she said, we're living in our last day. I'm just trying to make sure, you know. And those are the different things that's taking on in life. Like, wake up. Just really wake up. You in your mode like, I'm trying to heal. I'm trying to stay focused. I want to be a part of a good cause. You know, if I can be able to help out where I can, let me be able to do it. Or even when you can't. You want to stay focused on your life to where if you can be able to be put in a position of where you can make this change at, trust me, God gonna use you for an example. And a lot of times it's just like the things like this happen, you know, God's using them for an example. You know, you seeing different things where, you know, you're seeing where law officials and stuff like that, they need to have psychiatric, you know, classes and talk to therapists and stuff every couple of months. Or even if it's like something that keyed off within a month or whatever. Because it's just the fact is, I know there's not, you know, I've had my run-in with cops and I really don't, especially the judicial system, even with my personal stuff that's going on right now, really don't care for them. But I had to be out of that vibe. Not everybody move like that. You know, not everybody's out there like that. They got good judges out there that actually, you know, is really doing their job. Or they got good police officers, good lawyers out there that's really doing their job. You know, they're really doing it. But you got the other ones out here to make it bad for everybody else. And it would be those different situations where it takes something very tragic just to wake up. It takes a death for somebody to stand for something. Or you need to, you know, something needs to be changed about this because you're just getting tired of seeing, you know, and I'm not trying to cause a race war, but there'll be some time where I see stuff and I see the same thing happen to a minority that will happen to a person that's not minority. Or you see a different thing where, you know, with Sonya Massey, she just had a pot in her hand. I ain't seen that being thrown or whatever, you know, I don't know if the thing was edited or not, but then I could see another one where this woman done lured. It was a WT woman, not YouTube, but it was a woman that came after, you know, a cop with a big butcher knife, and they just tased her, and I'm just like, wow, you know, those would be the different things. But it'll be at those times where you're going through different changes, and I wasn't trying to bring up no racist stuff or anything like that. I'm just giving you the point of view of what I view. You know, those are the different things. But it just seems like things had to be really dismantled in this world for something good to be able to be built back up on it. And it's just sad it has to take somebody losing their life for these different things to take place. And it's just sad that we have to go through these type of measures for somebody to actually do something like this. Shouldn't even happen. We should be able to love one another. Don't care about just sexual orientation, as long as it ain't got nothing to do with no pets or no kids or abusing old people. Hey, you do what you want to do. You know, I see people in love with daggone trees and love with furniture. I don't know what kind of, I mean, every type of actual types that they have down the road. You know, I'm just, hey, you know, you sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. I'm getting all them abbreviations. But it'll be just different things that's just taking place into your life to where I need to be in my peace. I'm trying to work hard. So that means, you have to be in that vibe where you just stay focused on what's really important. But, God going to give you those different tests where he's going to put you in the middle of the battlefield. You already done won the war. But he's trying to get you to the point where you understand you already won. When you step foot and you tired of being at that point where I'm being scared to speak my truth. No. I'll tell people real quick, if this is something that impacted your life in the most drastic, traumatic way, tell it. Don't matter. Don't tell it. It's like, don't tell it. Tell it. It don't matter what has taken place. Don't matter who did it. If this is something that where you need to speak on, or where this situation has traumatized me so much, I had to allow myself to heal, because this situation or this example or this person has really did something into my life that really shook me to where I put a wall up. I don't let nobody in. You'll be going through those different things into your life where it takes something very traumatic for you to be an ambassador, a spokesperson, a mascot, or, just be an open speaker of saying, I went through this, I overcome this, I had to face this, I had the courage to be able to move forward, I had to be able to stand in line with my truth and not worry about a hair on my head being messed with, because God and universe and my guys got me. Ancestors don't play about me. All those different things. And if something impacts you in that way that shakes you up or feels unfair, these are the different things. So God was like, I'm going to throw this little thing in here. I'm going to see how you work with it. Or I'm going to allow somebody to say something about somebody that you already know is a trigger for you, just to see how you going to handle it. Or I'm going to have somebody try to trigger the hell out of you. Let me see if you're going to allow that to take personal. And you're going through all these different things. And a lot of time we don't have good choice words for God or universe or source or the collective. We really don't. Because it's just like, hey, maybe think about that daggone screenshot I had. You're like, God always never puts nothing on you can't handle. And obviously he must think I'm a badass. Because this man taking me through the coals. And it'll be at that point, yeah, you are. But you ain't going to have no soot on you. And it ain't going to smell like smoke. Just because the fact that you don't went through the ringer, you've been there, done that, it'll be different times where you have gone through something, overcome so much, and somebody even try to come at you sideways. Like, you really don't know my story, do you? Like, you're trying to act like, who are you? What are you? It was like, even if you did, you would have known not to come at me like that. Be different things that's going to be trying you. It's going to be testing you just to see. History going to repeat itself. You're going to go through all these series of mishaps where it was you that effed up, or it was another person that effed up, or you were seeing how impulse decisions, or you reacting to a different response, where you took something personal where you shouldn't have, or, you stayed focused on what other people are doing instead of just minding your own business. You're going through all those different situations that's going to help you in a better way of empowering yourself. And that's going to be like a virus that's going to go on to where you're going to impact somebody's life in the world. Because there's so many people in this world goes through things and they don't understand how to make it. Where was God at when all these different things was happening? Why are these the different things where children are getting harmed and this and that? I mean, it's just a lot. And you're going through these different things. There's a change. You can see change going on in the world. Look at all the hell that's raising right now. Look at all of that going on. You bring God into a situation. Some people come so unhinged. I'm like, yeah, you need to get in touch with your demons. You got your demons too. But we cool though. You ain't got me doing mess like this. We cool. You allowing yourself to heal every day. And be in that vibe, even when it gets emotional, because it's like, you telling yourself, your higher self, your ancestors, your spirit guides, any spiritual reinforcements you got, Gaia, source, collective, God, Jesus, Lord, whatever you want to call. And just like, God, I remember when I was in that real dark moment where I just felt like I was all in this by myself. Different things that I'm going through, and I'm just doing what you asked me to do. And why am I catching hell for it? Because you're going to impact. When you're going to put a dent in a program of what is not supposed to be seen, or the different things that need to stay buried and all that different stuff. It's just like, that's why I be looking at everything that's going on in the world. It don't matter how much money you got. you seeing that before, you could pay. It was like talking, don't do nothing but money. It was like, what is it? Money walks and bullshit talks. All that. And you're going through that nowadays. Shoot, you can be a gazillionaire, and if you don't move wrong and you've been getting in that habit of where you felt like, oh well, I've been going through I've been doing this mess for years. and years and years. And you got very comfortable on doing that. And, you know, as I tell people, I say, you better quit playing with God. God is very patient. Not like us. Because I ran out of patience with you a long time ago. But God got patience. And don't think he is tallying up every little single thing you did. And come on the most inconvenient time, start popping out. And if you know, you starting to see different people that got, you know, that's flossing out here, got a lot of money, and now all of a sudden everything, them skeletons coming out from the closet, they coming out from the pool, they coming out from the graveyard. It's like Thriller, Poltergeist, and Night of the Living Dead walking around there. All your truth scattered around that you wanted to have dead and buried. Now it's just the point where people got comfortable with doing it and just felt like, oh, you know, shoot, I ain't got nothing, you know, I got a little slap on the hand and that was it. You know, I paid a little bit of money and made that go away. Now all this stuff is coming up. I said, see, and I be trying not to laugh, especially if it be certain people I be seeing on these situations. I'm like, I knew there was something weird about you, but I just didn't say anything. I started, try to keep myself to myself. But I was like, I had the sweet satisfaction just seeing all your ish just being dumped right there for the whole world to see. You know, it don't matter. Karma don't discriminate. Just go, oh, you got a couple of zeros behind your person. Oh, okay. No, we about to let all this stuff out. And it's just at that point in time where you're seeing it. You have to draw back. You in your hermit mode. You may be feeling like, oh, I don't really want to be around nobody right now. I don't really feel like talking. Or, you had to be in that point where, look, there's too much going on around me and God trying to get me to pay attention. Because a lot of times, all the distractions is coming up. You see in the news now. I'm like, what you trying to hide? I'm like, oh my God, this and this. All these different things that can really bring world panic and stuff. And not saying that everything that's going on in the world is really shaking up the world ain't something serious. That's not what I'm saying. But a lot of times these things tend to happen with something huge. They trying to get weird. They already know what to put out there right now to get folks' attention. So whatever is going on right here, they want to be able to sneak and do all this little stuff over here. I've said in videos before, you be seeing different, what is it, sicknesses and stuff coming out, Zika and all this other stuff, monkeypox and stuff like that. I ain't heard now been another thing about those daggone situations where all that stuff was coming out. And it just felt like, to me, while I talk amongst other people, I'm like, don't you feel that was like a distraction or something? Because all of a sudden, after a while, you didn't hear it no more. What the heck the government trying to hide from us? When they start running out of money, they make money every day. All of a sudden, you got to start running out of money and make you go, There are different things that's going on in this world, where they try to shield us from a lot of things. And it's like, like I've said before, I have a lot, every now and then I get visions of seeing people coming out of dirt. And it'll be just at those times where it's like you've been in the dark for a long time. You're finding out about yourself. There's a lot of time when people like, Roslynn, I just stumbled on your Heyoka video. Oh, it led you to where you need to be. Every time I'm like, am I making a twin flame video? Am I making something else? No, Heyoka. Oh, it's making me stay on Heyoka. I think I got 4 years. 4 years worth of Heyoka videos. People like, Roslynn, I've never seen somebody have as many Heyoka videos as you have. They may see about 2 or 3 or, every seldom, but it's just like, well, mine, there's a whole bunch of them out there. That's why I have to stay on, because there's so many different things where you're knowing yourself on a whole different level that you have never known yourself. You reintroducing yourself to the world in a whole different way. Like, you don't know this new you. But a beautiful thing, be proud of yourself, because if you done changed a lot from different things, you could have been a person where you were just so nice, you were a people pleaser, you didn't want to tell people how you really truly felt because you didn't want them mad at you, or you just didn't want to say no, or you've seen how a lot of times where you were taken advantage of just because of that. People thought, oh, okay, that's the easy one. Let me go ahead and we peg that one because that one's so simple. I can manipulate that person all the way I want to, And you had to be able to go through those things. I've had people stab me in my back. I had, I did right by people, and when I stopped that supply, all of a sudden I became the worst person of them all. People looking at me weird, like, oh, you or her, and I'm like, what the hell? I was like, oh, they told a bad story, but they didn't tell you how good I did them, did they? They didn't say that when I pulled back and stopped. Oh, you don't like what you're getting, stop what you're giving. And when I stopped doing that, oh, the pot thickened. I'm like the worst person in the world. And I'm like, okay, I'll play the villain. I used to get my vibes and just say, okay, you playing the villain. Okay, I'll play the villain while you over here playing the clown, and then this big old circus. I'm okay. I'm just okay. And I had to be at that point in my life, like, different things will come out when it's needing to. You don't have to, stay so focused and saying, this person did this person did that, this person did this. It's just all about me seeing how this affected me in a good way or a bad way. I see a lot of different things where I had to put understanding on it. Healing is a very scary thing to do. Taking a leap of faith is a very scary thing to do, because you're walking in the unknown. You're walking by faith. You're not walking by what you see. God always put you in a situation where it can be very chaotic. Being around toxic people, being in a toxic household, being in different things that you pray to God every day. You beg God, please let me get out of this situation. It's uncomfortable. It's this, it's that. And I had to be at that point. You're going to be in some uncomfortable things, but these are the different things that's going to catapult you up. Just because, the pot was getting hot, you wanted to jump out. And God know you wanted to jump out of that mess, because that mess was hot, But then it was just like, had that courage to sit in there a little bit longer. I'm teaching you. I'm learning you. Even though I'm cooking, I'm teaching you. I'm learning you. I'm softening your heart, exploring your mind, wanting you to explore your mind. I want you to see the different abilities that you're willing to do, even through the worst of times, even through the best of times. And you'll appreciate them both as just the same. I had to be at my point in my life where I can't, this is something negative or this is something positive. All of them is lessons, And I had to be at that point in my life where I'm not perfect. I have my moments. I have my time where, you may trigger me that day and I may give you the whole business just because you came at me wrong, But now it's at that time where I have to be able to control my mouth. Control your mouth. Because it's like when you're doing that, a lot of times it says so much to not say anything at all. It says so much to not say anything at all. It's like when you have to break up, friends, or you breaking up with other people. I don't know, whoever it is. And you just feel like, okay, this is not getting me nowhere. This is actually holding me back. I'm trying to hold you down, but I'm holding myself back because I'm holding you down. I'm losing myself by trying to hold on to you. Remind me of that Selena Gomez song, I Gotta Lose You to Love Me. I said the worst thing you can do is holding on to things and people while the essence of you is deteriorating, just because you want to hold on to something that is just really just killing the vibe. And you had to be able to do that. If you really love it, let it go. If it comes back for you, hey, that's what was meant for it to happen. Everything's unfolding the way it needs to unfold. And a lot of times it takes us, go through a little bit longer than others, these times, or I don't really had some bad stuff, but this is, I'll be going through stuff and I say, I won't even wish this on my worst enemy. And I got a lot of enemies from this situation I've been through, and I'm okay with that. I wouldn't even wish this on them, and it'll be those different things where I felt like I wasn't going to make it, you be trying to get through it day by day, day by day. And it just allows me to just sit back and talk, give myself that props. You got to give yourself props. You got to treat yourself. Hey, I went a whole day without thinking of anything negative. Or, hey, I woke up with a smile on my face seeing what I'm going to do today. Or I'm allowing myself to really see, what I can get into. This really going to stimulate my mind. Cure, allow me to cure the illness within me, within the pain that I hold from different things that I stay focused on that was only supposed to be a lesson. Breaking free of different things that seemed it was blocking my blessing. Allowing myself to see even the worst things that's taking place in my life was still a blessing in disguise. Not taking life seriously. Heyokas, we got to put a little hee-hee and a whole lot of ha-ha in there. But it's allow you to stay woke, pay attention to your surroundings, see the different signs that's being brought to your attention, or stay in paying attention. Because if you ain't paying attention, you're getting distracted by something. That's the whole reason for distractions in the first place. Everything is taking place into your life where this was a must. It had to go. You had to have people in your life that doubted you. You had to have people in your life that told you your dreams are too big. You had to have people in your life that laughed at you and thought this would never happen for you. Look at you. You know, look where you're at. Look how you look. This could never happen for you. You know, and then at that point when you've been through so many different things, you don't want to have to hear all the naysays that's going on. Maybe they're right now. That's what they want to convince you of. You know, people don't prey on the weak like that. You know, well, actually, yeah, sometimes they do. But a lot of times when it comes to that spiritual stuff, they don't prey on you because you're weak. They prey on you because you're strong. They want you stressed out. They want you preoccupied. They want you to sit up here and focus on things that you cannot change. You have to be able to remind myself, don't take it personal. It's like things that's done to me, that says so much about their character than it does yours. What other people see and feel about you and hear about you, that really don't know you like that, knows that, it's fine. Different people that really know you, if somebody come up there talking sideways about you, if they really know you, they're going to say, oh, that person is no way capable of that. You know, but okay, take note, duly noted, you know, and all those different things. You go through all these different things into your life to where what you think of you matters. Long as you're not disappointing God and breaking your heart by doing things that's breaking him to see what you're doing. You know, these are the different things you will go through where you become, you know, you could have been a people pleaser. Now it's just like, if I start telling you no, you won't stop liking me. You know, when I start saying no, I don't feel comfortable with talking about that, or no, I don't feel comfortable with doing that. Oh, you know, I became your enemy. You know, those are the different things you're going through where you won't even be able to test your inner gangster. It's like, okay, you won't have to go through this and you're going to see who's going to ride for you. Or I'm going to put you in the most darkest situation into your life. And you're going to see the people that really love and care for you. Even the ones that you know, you still buy and support it. Let me see if you're going to have that same energy that's going to reciprocate to you when these things happen. You know, because I hear about different people go through different things. You know, maybe remind me of Sharon Stone when she was on there. I guess this was like when the pandemic and stuff was going on. And she was talking about, man, you know, my parents went through this and this and this. Now all of a sudden everybody left me. You go through all these situations. You start looking at people you call friends, people you talk about, oh, just my God sister, my God dad, my God mom, all these different things, or family, or, you know, spouses, you know, or even your children. You're going through all these different things. You start seeing the true colors. You know, you start really seeing the true colors. You know, people have their moments, but when it starts repeating a pattern or repeating a cycle that you done clearly stepped out of, take note, move accordingly. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. I didn't really think I was going to go almost close to 40 minutes, but it is what it is. You know, I'm just directed by what I need to say. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. I hope you have a blessed, safe week and a weekend. Please be safe. And, you know, give out love, light, you know, uplift and alignment all any way you possibly can. You know, just for you doing that can really take somebody a long way, and even for you doing it, it can take you even further. And if you would like to feel generous enough to, you know, drop a donation in the Cash App, you know, I have that in the description box below. And I hope everybody's doing blessed, and sending my prayers and love out to anybody who's truly needing them. And you'll see me on my next video. Much love. I say shalom. God bless. Peace.